Hi my little spooky babies, this is your paranormal pal. If you've already read the title, then you know this is the story about the time I used my best friend as ghost bait. So she's probably going to kill me for telling this story, but yeah. We were at the Lightner Museum in St. Augustine, Florida, which I'm obsessed with and I love so much. So we decided that my best friend Katie and my best friend Kate, we were gonna go to St. Augustine one day. And it was Kate's first time going to St. Augustine, and usually when I walk into the Lightner Museum I get like this huge burst of like weird mixture of energies, and a lot of the times it's bad. So a lot of the times I end up getting sick in there and we have to leave and it's like whatever. But I just recently found out the last time I was there, a ghost tour that we were on, I talked to the woman afterwards. She said, oh yeah, the Lightner Museum is definitely haunted, but nobody there will admit it or talk about it that works there. Nobody will say anything. I don't have the screenshot or the photo of the EVP thing. It's somewhere in my over 100,000 something photos on my computer, which I am not going through. So you can choose to believe this if you want to or not. It's not up to me to decide. But this was the time I used my friend as ghost bait. So starting off, when we were walking in there was nobody in there. There was nobody that day. It was like nobody was there. Like nobody. It was us and the people that worked there, and that was it. No one was there. We were standing in this archway and my best friend Katie was tying her shoe, and Kate was and her were talking, and I kind of walked off a little bit, and then I heard this faint whisper of a woman, and it said, Rachel, Rachel, into my ear, very like calmly, almost inhuman, which definitely threw me off, but I like didn't think it because that had never really happened. I'd always seen stuff. It wasn't ever auditory happenings. So I turned to them and I was like, what? And they were like, we didn't call you, we didn't say anything. So immediately I was like, okay. But when I went in there, I really didn't feel anything like too negative or bad. So I was like, I'm gonna do a EVP thing. Like, I'm gonna do my first little ghost investigation. So it's this little thing, and basically it'll run through a bunch of different words, has like a whole dictionary. It could say sentences, words, or whatever, but it'll tell you the phrases and sentences it will say. I'm trying to think in order of events what had happened. Nothing was really happening with it. Like, I had my friend Katie use it, I had my friend Kate use it, and I had me use it. And if you guys didn't see my last video, the 4 kinds of people, I'm in the middle person to attract good and bad energies. My friend Katie's like very much of a light, like bad energies don't like to be around her. And they don't like her because she is such a good positive influence. And then my friend Kate's very shielded. She's a normal person, what I would call. We all took turns, and then one of my favorite paintings in there, I wonder if I could find a picture of it. We were standing in front of the photo and we were just talking, and I told them the story, and all of a sudden the story in the painting, long story short, a daughter breastfed her father in jail to keep him alive, and all of a sudden the thing said a full sentence and it said, Daddy, no. So obviously we got a little freaked out, just needless to say. So we had went into the room that was next to it. I don't want to, not catty corner, but it was literally right next to it. Parallel. No, parallel is this way. Whatever, it was next to it. No math today. It was next to it, and I sent my friend Kate in there because she didn't know anything about the room, and nobody likes going in that room. Nobody. Besides my friend Kate, she doesn't feel anything. Her husband actually picked up on something in there. The last time that we were there, I didn't want to say anything to him. I wanted to see how he felt about the room, and he knew there was something wrong. It's the Turkish bathhouse room. And I sent her in there with the EVP thing, and she was like, I'm not getting anything. And as soon as we were walking out, it said November something. It said a date. And we were like, oh, okay, whatever. And then Kate just so happened to turn and look and see this poster on the wall, and it said November, the date that the EVP thing said, is when the Turkish bathhouse like officially opened. So that definitely freaked us out a lot. So this is the part where I used my friend as ghost bait. My friend Katie was like, my friend Kate had the EVP thing that says the words, and my friend Katie was like, I've had enough of this, I can't, like, I want to go downstairs. So, because we were on like the 2nd floor, and she was going to elevator. Now let me remind you, the elevators are always working. They're never screwed up, they're never like not running, like never had an issue before. So my friend Kate and I were standing at the stairs because my friend Katie did not want to go down the staircase, because when we were standing at the staircase, I said, Katie, just go to the elevator, and the thing said, no, stop. And she was like, that's it, I'm done, I'm out of here. So Katie starts bolting for the elevator. And Kate and I are just standing there at the staircase seeing if we can get any other EVP, and Katie was over at the elevator for like quite a long time, and I thought, okay, she went downstairs. She comes back, she's like, the elevator door's not opening. So she had to walk down the stairs, and I was like, okay, whatever this is clearly interested in Katie. So as soon as we start walking down the stairs, now I didn't see this, my friend Kate saw this. My friend Katie's shirt started looking like somebody was pinching it and going like this, like pulling at it. And Kate and Katie both started to freak out, and they were like, let's go, we're going downstairs. So we went down the stairs. Okay, so no, we were on the 3rd level, so the levels are kind of weird. So we went down to the 2nd-ish floor ballroom area. I have another St. Augustine story time about the last time I was there. I figured I used Katie as bait a couple more times. I sent her into rooms with the thing, and it would like say stuff, and it was just like a lot of energy was going on. So we go down to the bottom floor, and there is a very, very, very creepy room. It's very dimly lit, but it has all these beautiful displays of stuff, and it has this doll display, and there's a bench right in front of it. So Kate and I had walked off to go do a little EVP thing behind this one area, and actually the very last time I was there with Kate and her husband, her husband and I had an experience back there, which he's a very logical person, so for him to have an experience, and it was like a huge deal. We left her on the bench, and when we come back, she literally looks like she's like, I can't breathe, I cannot breathe, I need to get out of here. So I held the EVP, and I was like, okay. I was like, because I'd used her as bait enough, because I knew they were interested in her that day for some reason, and I wasn't getting, I think the entity, whatever it was cloaking itself to make me not be able. I knew it was there, I just didn't know its intentions, and normally I do, but like I'm not, you know, I've said this, I've talked to you guys about this before, I'm not somebody that embraces my gift. I feel like I do fall blind to. So we were sitting there, this was when we finally left because I knew she was in danger. I had asked it, and within not even a second, I would say, like, what? Like, I couldn't even say 1 second. It was literally happened that fast. I said, what are you doing to Katie? And it said, torture her. So we immediately left, went outside, because there's this beautiful garden. We sat down, and I thought, okay, I will bring it out one more time without them knowing, and it started saying some very personal things about me, which I don't want to go into, some very specific names of people, so we immediately stopped. But I used my friend as ghost bait. Shows you how good of a friend I am. But thankfully she forgave me, and I will never use her as ghost bait again. I think I definitely, at the end of the day, I did realize it was definitely a bad energy. It was a bad energy, and yeah, stuff went down. Stuff went down hard. I hope you enjoyed this video, my spooky babies, and I hope to see you very soon.